motherfuckers. Oh my god, it's such a long time. Essentially, I didn't really stream last week because I had essays and I had shit to do, and it took me an hour and a half to fucking do. So this is a proper stream that I haven't been able to do in a while. It's kind of crazy that we're still here. So, alright, let's get into this. I'll get to the roster and I'll tell you my opinions. Now, every person in this video, if this goes on YouTube, this is probably going to go on YouTube. It's going to go on YouTube. It is going to go on YouTube. When you go to the Faze clan, you're going to imagine the people that are the OGs. Shout out Dunkin' fucking Donuts. Faze clan has been something that I've been watching for almost 9 years. I wasn't there for the trick shotting. I wasn't there for that. I was there for the New York house, and then some. The person that I saw was Blaziken. Faze Blaziken, before he had to change his name because of his copyright name that was Pokemon. Because he wanted to go music mainstream. So let's go over the list, and then I'll go here. So let's see the roster. Alright, let's go over this roster if you don't know half of these people. So we got Adapt. He's been here since 10 years. One of the OGs. He was joined during Call of Duty Ghost and Peak, and then some. Was in the New York house and all that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Then we got Apex. Faze Apex. One of the 4 founders. One of the 4 founders that is and always will be in Faze. He will never leave Faze. If he does leave Faze, then something happened. Ricky Banks, or Faze Banks. This is a little controversial. People don't like what he's doing right now. People don't like the new list that he has. And I gotta say, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little heartbreaking in what he did for this whole roster. Now I'm gonna read tweets that he's been writing on Twitter. Faze Jev. My boy, my man, Faze Jev. If they ever, in the million of years, kick Faze Jev or drop Faze Jev, Faze is done. And they know that. Banks should know that. Tommy should know that. Apex should know that. Adapt should know that. He is the longest ever gamer of Faze. Adapt game, but dropped. Apex game, but dropped. Banks barely played any games. But he was in the background. He's in the background. Faze Kason. Alright. Faze Kason got into... Hold on. We're gonna go... I can't type. Faze K... When did he joined Faze 2 years ago. So essentially, he's a new person. In hindsight, he's a new person. He's one of the new people. He's not an old Faze member. And if he was an old Faze member, shoot me. Because I don't remember him. Keeping him... I'm sorry, but I don't know why. I don't know how. The 2 reasons why he's still in it is probably because he owns Atlanta Faze for some god reason. I don't know how. I don't know why he delved into Atlanta Faze. Maybe the other people should have went to Atlanta Faze. Then we have two Loden members. So there's three more members to go. Then we have Nick Mertz. I have been watching him more times than Apex, Adapt, and Banks all together. I'm sorry to say that. Nick Mertz deserves that spot. Nick Mertz has history. He was there for the fall of Faze Tfue and Faze Clotzy. He was there from that day. And always will be. Max, I'm sorry, but I don't know who he is. Really, genuinely, I don't know who he is. What I heard that is he streams. That I didn't even know. And he was probably on Kick. I think he's on Kick. That's all I know. So he's one of the people that was controversial on Twitch and had to go to Kick because Twitch had rules that you've seen. I have to see if I fuck with him because I really don't know who the pissy is, to be honest. And Banks doesn't care. I don't care. Faze replays. That one is very weird. I cannot believe they kept them. Because again, they kicked Dirty, they kicked Kitty, they kicked Agony. And they kicked Swan, they kicked essentially all the old members that were from Replays' time. And he's gone. They're all gone except Replays. He was a Call of Duty trick shotter turned to a Fortnite pro. Maybe it's because he's a pro, to be honest. Faze Ronaldo! Okay. Now, there's a joke about Ronaldo. If this was gonna happen a year ago, which I would tell you in the foreshadow, this was gonna happen a year ago, but they needed more time, I think. Because the Twitter video that Faze Banks had said this was going to happen no matter what. This was happening no matter what. A year ago, they were going to do this. But I guess the plans had to push back. Ronaldo said, would 2023 Faze Ronaldo stay in? Now that's a funny theory of what to ask. Would he have stayed of the state that he was in? I watched a live stream of him, Clicks, and some other guy. And Ronaldo said during his dark time of last year, he never posted anything and all that. So I'm wondering if Ronaldo was really a good choice. Now, I'm a little biased with Ronaldo is because Ronaldo, I know him because of Clicks, and then Ronaldo and Clicks were a duo back in the old days of Fortnite. So Ronaldo is up in the air. I guess keep him because he's new blood and one of the youngest kind of members in there, because I'm actually older than him. Faze Rug, that's very questionable. People say that he should have been kicked, because here's the thing. Rug, I think, is so powerful and so influential in the Faze scene. He probably is one of the dictators in the Faze clan member. Probably since he passed Faze clan subscribers. This man has the most subs than Adapt, Apex, Banks, Jev, Kson, Nick Mertz, maybe. Two-thirds of these people that have been in here. Rug has been the most subscribed Faze clan members ever. Maybe when Tfue was at his peak, maybe that would have been. Alright, Faze Scope. I remember him being introduced. I don't follow him. I don't watch him, to be honest, to be real. I don't know why they kept him. And that's not a shot at Scope. Never, have an opinion. I can't have an opinion on someone that I never watched. So really, I can't tell why they kept him. Maybe because he's one of the last members of Call of Duty. Because Kitty, Agony, Kaylee, other people who may be on the low scene, and Jev are the only last Call of Duty players playing the game. And Nick Mertz, kind of iffy. He would go in, out, because last year he didn't play. He only played during Warzone, and that was Kaylee, essentially. Swag. I think that he survived because he is probably the last member of the Nuke Squad Faze house. Faze Nuke Squad is dead. They're done. They don't have a Faze Nuke Squad anymore. Swag is the last member of the Nuke. He had second chance and survived. Maybe because he actually talked with Banks and all that. Temper. No questions asked. You can't kick out Temper. But here's the thing. They kicked out Clips. Clips is the original founder. He is the one that named this. He's the one that named Faze as a thing. They kicked him. So, again, I don't know why the hierarchy is that hierarchy, because they kicked out the original guy. If you know that, you would know Clips. I'll show you a YouTube video of it, because Faze Blaziken introduced me to him. I'll try to find it in Clips. It's probably way deep into the video. Here, hold on. We'll go to the... I'll play Blackops 2 very soon, by the way. I want you to know who Faze Clips is, because he's the original founder, and I knew that for so many years, and I can't believe he's kicked. He went on TikTok and made a video about it, and how he's not in Faze Clan anymore. Because, as you saw, everyone on this roster is phased in. No one else. If you're not on that list, you're out. So I gotta find this video. I know him because of Faze Blaziken. I'll never call him Faze Blaze, not gonna lie. Alright, I gotta find this guy. He's in here somewhere. I'm glad that Faze Blaziken never deleted any one video. He hasn't deleted any video. Banks maybe, I think Apex did. Some of the people that are on Faze did delete their videos. Some, but not all. I don't know, to be honest. But this is Memory Road, essentially. Really, Memory Road. I don't know how deep this is, but I think it goes really deep. I can't go too deep because then he wouldn't be in Faze at this point. So I gotta see. Yeah, this is really far down the list. Really far down the list. To be way down the... Alright. Alright, I must have passed it, so hold on. If he deleted it, I'm gonna cry a little bit. So this is him joining Faze. That's him when he got into the house. So it has to be around this time. So Faze Blaziken was one of the original New York house people. He started vlogging, and then everyone else started making YouTube videos like this. Cause gaming kinda changed a little bit, even at their house. And you saw from 2015 to 2016 they changed stuff. Alright, I swear to God, I need to find this because it's in here. It's in here. Oh my God, hold on. I know he doesn't delete any videos. That's the thing, I know he doesn't delete any videos, so this video has... Oh, yes. Yes, here he is. Don't give me this YouTube ad.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Faze Blaziken or Lucas here, and as always, I hope you guys are all having a great day so far, and good. I just picked up Tommy and Morgan from the airport. Yo. Morgan.
Hi.
Tommy. And now
That's
we're at a different
Faze
airport.
Tempe.
We were at LG, and now we're at JFK Airport, and we're actually about to pick up Faze Clips. And for those of you guys who don't know him, that's completely fine. He's a very OG member of Faze, actually one of the original founders of Faze Clan. And I'm gonna hop out and find this guy. Whoa. I'm gonna sneak up on him. Watch this. Oh my god. Oh, what's up, dude? I didn't even notice you now. I'm just joking. What's up, bro?
Yeah, bro.
I thought you were Clips. I wasn't 100% sure. Tommy said skinny guy with a reflective jacket.
Dude, that was funny as fuck.
Hell yeah.
It's lit.
So, Faze Clips right here. He's one of the co-founders, original co-founders of Faze. True legend right here. It's gonna be awesome, bro, chilling with you at the house. I legit just walked up the cliff.
So that's Faze Clips. If you don't know who he is, he was the original founders. So you don't see his name up here. So again, Faze Banks, it's kind of confusing. Not gonna lie. Like, you want the original founders, then why isn't Clips in there? That's what I'm saying. Your Rage, again, never saw him. He streams on Kick. Something that I don't have Kick for. I do have Kick because Tifu went there, but I don't watch Kick religiously. I don't know. I never watched Your Rage. I don't know how he's popular, and no offense in my opinion. I never watched him and never will, I think, in my lifetime, because I don't know what exactly he does. I don't think he was a Call of Duty player. Zuma. This guy has been on and off with Faze. He joined, not joined, join, left, join, left, join, left, join. You know, the little, I'm breaking up, I'm getting back together, all that shebang. So, we're gonna go play some Blackops 2 multiplayer. Not like multiplayer, but like we're gonna play some Blackops fucking 2. This is not the right game! What do you mean? Not the right game. I'm so sorry. Hold on. What the I'm so sorry. That's why I took so. This is what I want. Okay, here we go. We're gonna install this. Alright. So as I'm talking and that's downloading, we're gonna go over who got kicked. I'm gonna talk about who got kicked. So we're gonna go. I know that's downloading and then I'm streaming. It's actually gonna be insane. Okay. And then we're gonna watch the. I don't know if I want to watch that video because hold on. Okay. So Faze Kitty got kicked. Really, one of the founders. Not the founders. One of the OGs. Faze Dirty got kicked. Faze Neo, I've seen him play with Nick Mertz a little bit, so I guess he's kind of new. I don't know if they have a video intro for him. Hold on. I gotta check. Yeah, they did. 3 years. He's a Phase 5 winner. He's a Phase 5 winner. Wow. Again, this is all crazy. So, while we...
What a week this is going to be. What's up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Had a great, safe weekend. We promised you Monday.
To more depth of it into my YouTube video is...
I saw this YouTube video.
It's really weird trying to help a team out when they don't want help. It's really hard to be a content creator who had so much love and passion for this team and didn't get a dime from them and still got handed to a shit end to them at the end of the day. And it's
before anybody else does, so
I didn't know that this entire side of the community was a thing. And I'm very blessed that I got to experience.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were very heated yesterday, not just on her case, but other cases too, of FaZe Clan keeping some people who were maybe not OGs, but removing people who some people consider to be OGs. And I'm not specifically saying Kaylee there, but people were comparing the list of those who got to stay and those who didn't. And everyone is going to be a fan of different streamers and creators.
Yeah.
So a lot of people spoke up. Aside from Kaylee, though, we also had Blaze, who even in his own video said a lot of people who have spent a lot less time on this brand have made a lot more money than him, like millions of dollars, but that's okay. At the end of the day, everyone in this video, no matter what they said, they also made sure to note in their video they have nothing but love for FaZe and them giving them a chance. Just so you guys know.
Really got to give Banks a lot of credit there. You know, he has a very specific talent for spotting out other people who are talented before anybody else does. So I think I definitely had something in me and he spotted it and I was able to flourish for a few years. And everything that has happened since good in my life has been because of that. So thank you. And to all of the viewers out there, I know you and me don't really have as much of a personal relationship as we used to because I don't
Thank
really
you,
upload
Blackops
as
2.
much, but I hope you guys are all doing
game.
really well. I really appreciate you guys, even if this is your first time watching this video.
So FaZe Blaze, one of the original New York house person, is kicked. So this really doesn't make any sense. Now, FaZe Banks went over it, and I'll give you the little down brief of it. If you want to go watch it, go watch why FaZe Banks kicked Blaze. The reason why, in short terms, is FaZe Blaze hasn't been active, hasn't been talking to anyone, doesn't even talk to anyone. He's been kind of doing his own thing. He kind of fell off, not to be rude with him. There was a couple videos of him getting fallen off and all that. But FaZe Jev said this. Now, this will always be a thing that I will always take from my heart.
All right, what's going on, guys?
Yo, like-
Jeff, so my plan today was originally going
essentially,
to be looking at this. All the people that are still in, though, Adapt, Apex, Banks, I don't know what Rain is doing. I guess he's there by energy in you, and you have that I actively avoid. But I've been in this team representing FaZe overall, and what they from the team: Agony, Blaze, Booyah, Seabass, Scissors. I mean, names that have been in the team
oh yeah, Nate Hill got dropped. He was a Fortnite pro.
for a very, they do represent FaZe and did a really good job representing FaZe overall and what they stood for, at least. To be fair, a lot of people will view FaZe very differently through different lenses depending on whenever you heard about them. For a lot of people that were around for a really long time, they knew FaZe as, you know, trick shotting in particular, Call of Duty specifically, the New York house, and even well before the New York house with all the montages and other things like that. But that whole ship itself, in terms of like producing montages and episodes and things like that whole genre of things has absolutely died out, or at least isn't worth investing into at this point as an entire organization, which I completely understand. Now, obviously, that community is still there, it's alive, but it's not like how it was. And even the people that still produce that content know what it is. But people also associate FaZe with like crypto and all of this other shit that I don't even have a crypto wallet, drama and all this other shit. Basically, every single thing that I actively avoid. But I've been in this team a really long time, and I've seen how things have changed, even if I don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes because of, you know, how I keep to myself. Still have a lot of
So this doesn't make any sense. FaZe Jev said in this video
and complete inactivity from the overall channel, the brand itself of FaZe. But FaZe ended up
here.
turn my current platform, what I do for content creation. I don't plan to use this as a platform to launch people themselves that are even in the highest positions also had no idea what was going on half the time. Now I'm talking over like a multiple year span at this point, like pre-pandemic, still had no idea what was going on. So just to explain, it's really good, my Sekiro playthrough, but a big announcement ended up coming out from FaZe, and no, on my channel I don't necessarily talk about FaZe a ton. I don't really make any comments about anything that's really going on in the background with the team or organization or whatever it is at this point, mostly because I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on, and it seemed like a lot of the people themselves that are even in the highest positions also had no idea what was going on half the time. Now I'm talking over like a multiple year span at this point, like pre-pandemic, still had no idea.
So, Jev is definitely a PR stunt. It is a PR thing. Because as he said in this video, and there's memes, literally memes about this on Twitter, There's a meme where Logic is talking at an interview and him saying, I do nothing. I don't go outside. I don't talk to anyone. I stay in my house with my wife and all that. That's essentially what Faze Jeb is saying. So then it goes back to the question, if you don't have a communication with the original founders, then what are you doing? Half of these people in talks with Temper, Banks, Apex, and Adapt. Is Ronaldo talking to Banks every day? Is Replays talking to Banks every day? Is Nick Mertz talking to Banks every day? It sounds like Jeb is only in there because of PR stunt, because essentially what he said is he's not even talking to anyone. He's not been in the scene. He's not been promoting Faze at all. He barely does that because all he does is play video games and just post. All he has to his name is Faze Jeb. He does not talk about Faze stuff. Back 4 years ago, maybe 3, when the crypto scam happened, Save the Kids, he had no part of that. When Faze was going under new management, he had no part of that. He lives in New Jersey. He is in my state. Half of these mofos are in California. Not one talks. Nick Mertz may be the exception because he lives in Florida. But everyone else, I think Ronaldo lives in New Jersey, but he's been moving. Rumor has it that he's getting a house with Klitsch, but that's all I know. But Faze Jeb is one of the last real attachment to him not talking to anyone. So does that mean Banks has talked to each and every one of them? Because on Twitter, long story short, I read it, Banks did meet Kaylee, and he just never talked to her. Never got to talk to her because his claim is that he hated FaZe Clan as being a monopoly company to the degree that he hated it and just did the filming and left. While Kaylee was there, did the filming, and then did the same thing. It rubs me the wrong way that Banks is claiming that he's saying that if you don't talk to me, then I don't want you in the game. Essentially, that's what he's saying. Then where is Jev in this case scenario? One theory is that if he were to get kicked, the whole phase would collapse. And it will. And they know it. These comments say otherwise. Yeah, even if Jev got kicked, he literally doesn't need FaZe. Easily the most loyal fan base of them all. He doesn't even promote it. He doesn't promote FaZe as much as you know in other aspects, which is so crazy, and how he's still in here. Not saying that his credibility in FaZe is questionable. It's questionable that FaZe Banks is claiming that he has to talk to you one-on-one, which is understandable. You have to talk to these people one-on-one, and you need a communication with them, and you need to talk to them because you need to have the insurance that they're going to be a loyal, great member of society to help this clan move on and to get better and better. That's the whole goal of FaZe. The whole goal is to get FaZe better and better. But what I'm not understanding is that FaZe Banks is saying that he wants to communicate with all these people and wants to be friends with them. He probably met your age in real life. He hasn't talked to Jeb in a while, probably. But I don't know in the background. I don't know. Back scenes, I don't know. But really, Jeb is a good example of he doesn't talk about FaZe. He doesn't promote FaZe. He doesn't really show FaZe Clan as much. He just posts, and his name is FaZe Jeb. I don't know why. So that's another clear indication. As Kaylee said back then, she said that they didn't try to talk to her. And that's also another thing. FaZe Kitty said the same thing.
That is nuts, especially on long form content. So in no way, whether or not you like me, dislike me, you cannot tell me that I wasn't killing it. And during that time, I was not appreciated the way I should have been. If you've ever known me, you know this is true. I don't sit here and beg for things. In the 10 years of being in FaZe Clan, I've made less than $3,000 from them. Originally, members were paid for their montages that used to go up years ago, back in 2014 through 2015. Paid individually for our specific montages that went up. Within that, I made about roughly $3,000. I think it's actually a little bit less than that. And that ended in 2015. Since then, I have not made any amount of money from FaZe Clan. I'm not pulling the numbers that I used to. And I would be perfectly okay with that if I got dropped right now because of that. But
so here's FaZe Kitty's situation. FaZe Kitty claimed that he was on the roster of Hall of Phasers, the Hall of Faze, aka saying that they're retired, inactive, but doesn't play. Because when that happens, that means you're kind of kicked. I saw this. I literally saw this as proof. I went on, looked on. FaZe Kitty was in the Hall of Faze. But he still had the FaZe name. And I was wondering if he got kicked or if he left. Because you can't tell. I don't know. He said in this video, if you want to go watch it, because he actually makes a good example. I want to see these comments. He said that when he got put on the Hall of Faze, he didn't know when he was going to get kicked. He didn't know that he was getting kicked. He says in this video that no one talked to him. Manager-wise, no one talked to him. There was one manager that stayed with him, but then got canned and left. He lives in Norway, different time zone. But then he said he sees another international FaZe Clan FaZe member and has still good communication. So time zone is not the problem. It was just communicating just strictly to him was the problem. And also another kicker on the nose, FaZe Banks unfollowed him on Twitter, which, it's not something, but it means something behind the scenes. So let's see these comments. Making $3,000 in 10 years is ridiculous. Fuck FaZe, just a dumpster fire at this point. This is honestly crazy. I don't watch COD videos anyway, but you were always on the COD grind. You never stopped. Now you're unfazed Kitty. Crazy, you're the only FaZe member who actually posts entertaining sniper content. Banks did what? The fuck? Is he snorting an Adderall? The fact that you're saying their gaming side wasn't efficient, just dumping, is wild. Dude, I gotta say, FaZe Kitty was the real first actual sniper person 5 years ago. I known FaZe Kitty for 5 years, which is actually insanity, mad. He got me to snipe in Modern Warfare 2019 all those years back because Modern Warfare 2019 was getting dead. It was dying. It would never be the same. They lost a lot of people. Figured this was going to happen to all the OGs who don't pull 500k views or 10,000 followers and streams. When Banks said he was downsizing the clan. Can't just do that. Half the people on the roster don't pull those numbers. What in the actual shit, Banks? This is where there's a little plot holes. There's a lot of plot holes that FaZe Banks is not having. But FaZe Banks is saying it's all love to Kitty, Agony, Dirty. But Dirty...
You guys are the ones that made this.
Also wanted to thank FaZe. He did so very heavily in the beginning of his video, and then also mentioned a bit of mistreatment and also not making any money since late 2015 into 2016. In the total of 10 years he spent inside FaZe Clan, he said they brought him a total of $3,000 or less in deals, despite him at some points being very popular, bringing in millions and millions of views.
Any YouTuber knows that is nuts, especially on long-form content. So in no way, whether or not you like me, dislike me, you cannot tell me that I wasn't killing. And during that time, I was not appreciated the way I should have been. If you've ever known me, you know this is true. I don't sit here and beg for things. In the 10 years of being in FaZe Clan, I've made less than $3,000 from them. Originally, members were paid for their montages that used to go up years ago, back in 2014 through 2015.
Damn.
Individually for our specific montages that went up. Within that, I made about roughly $3,000. I think it's actually a little bit less than that. And that ended in 2015. Since then, I have not made any amount of brand received. If these were brand deal offers, if you were to look at my channel right now, it would make total sense if I got dropped right now, because I'm not pulling the numbers that I used to. And I would be perfect.
And at the end of the sentence, Banks says, fuck the numbers, it's not about the numbers. It's not about the numbers. Which is then hyperbole taking his side to like, okay, if it's not about the numbers, then what is it about?
Perfectly okay with that if I got dropped at that time. But the way I saw it and the way that a few of my other close friends who looked at it saw it was that if I'm getting removed off that main roster to a Hall of Faze, I got kicked. And that never...
Yeah. Like I said before, he got onto the Hall of Faze, which says all the inactive Faze members.
Made any sense to me whatsoever.
That was 2 years ago. 2022, he got splat onto that roster. And I don't have proof, but I know he was because I checked it, and I was so confused 2 years ago why he was on there. But he still had the name
Simply
Faze.
because of how I was doing during that time.
Then we also had the man Scissors. I love a lot of the...
Alright, so Scissors, I gotta say,
these people, I have followed them for a long time throughout these last 5 or 6 years. A lot of them have been making content for approaching a decade. Scissors also had his video. And this guy not only was kicked from FaZe Clan, on the same day, he broke up with his girlfriend. So he's really going through it. He also did release another Fortnite death run, I believe the first time in like 5 years. If you guys want to go check it out, nothing but love from this guy. He had like the most happy-go-lucky video. For what he is going through, he is just a great...
To be honest, both situations kind of similar, just grew.
So essentially, with his statement, he got kicked because he was inactive. That's the most logical answer because he knows it, he knew it. He went back to his house. But his answer is his dad had Alzheimer's and he couldn't do anything about it. So, and he went back home. So he can't do anything about it.
Grew apart.
Seems to be going more of that.
Now I want to see
IRL
Faze
content,
dirty.
FaZe Clan, but noting as well that it's not been the same for a long time.
Hey guys, what's going on? So, FaZe kind of
I knew Faze dirty because of Faze Kitty, so they played
hasn't
together.
been the same for a long time, and I mean, there's been corporate running things and this and that, and times has changed. There's not as much gaming anymore, and it looks like that's where FaZe is headed, is less gaming. And I love the FaZe brand. I love FaZe, and
which doesn't make any sense. FaZe Banks said we're going back to the roots. What roots are you talking about?
I don't ever see myself being a part of it again, just because it seems so, I don't know.
I can't see FaZe
Maybe
dirty.
one day,
I can't see
maybe there'll
FaZe
be a
dirty
Hall of
without
Fame
the FaZe
something,
name.
But I mean, FaZe dirty will always live on.
I love
That's for
FaZe dirty. I'll be back in 5 seconds. This will continue, and I gotta do.
my next chapter, I mean, I'm gonna continue doing my same stuff. I'm getting married this summer, and I'm looking forward to that. So I got a lot of good things, positive things in my life. It's been rumored for a little while that this was gonna happen. So me and a lot of the other Faze members have been talking and texting and trying to get any sort of
this was happening for
sort
a
of
whole year.
info. Tessie heard it and he announced it a couple months ago, and
Tessie. Oh my God.
I am surprised that they are keeping some people because it seems like they're just going like IRL route, and I'm happy. Like,
That makes sense.
So,
Okay.
But
Ronaldo's not IRL content. Jev is not IRL content. Who's IRL? Kaysan a little bit, I guess. Kaysan is, I guess Max is. Nick Merckx is iffy. He's more of a gamer. Replays is not. This list doesn't make any sense.
I'm really happy for them. I thought everybody was getting dropped, but they're holding Scope and Replays.
Yes, that makes no sense. Scope is not an IRL content creator.
And that gives hope for the future.
Yeah, for Call of Duty.
And Jev, of course. Jev is the fucking man. Jev will always be number one.
That's PR stuff.
I'd like to thank everybody in Faze.
He pretty much summed up in his video by saying he never felt like he deserved to be in FaZe Clan, but also was really glad to even have the opportunity to begin with. Then we also had many others out there who just gave tweets. We had people like Blue, which...
oh my God, Blue. Again, another OG. He's been in it for 10 years. What? Numbers aside, what does this mean?
That's it's just like there's so many OG names out there.
Booyah. I think he's
right. FaZe Blue with his tweet. We had
didn't make the cut. It's an absolute honor. Yeah.
Nate Hill give his tweet. I think Booyah as well. And
if you couldn't tell from my last video, although I'm no longer part of FaZe Clan, such that I found out through my chat and didn't get a single call or text. Here's the thing. Kaylee, I think Kitty, and a couple other people, I think Scissors, got a call. They got a call. So this makes no sense.
And many others just tweeting out their love and appreciation for FaZe.
Hi, Skies. I haven't watched him in a while. I don't know what he's been doing.
Some of whom noted, hey, we don't like the way this happened, but you got to give love at the same time. They are still. The fact that he just straight up admits, says, hey, guys, I haven't really been talking to anyone and attributed to those who are no longer with FaZe and what they had to say, but Jev, I think, put it very well. The fact that he just straight up admits, says, hey guys, I haven't really been talking to anyone in FaZe. I have been doing my own thing, and I will keep on doing my own thing. I haven't really talked to these guys. I just keep on making my videos. And he also notes he doesn't even have like a crypto wallet. So he is saddened by the fact that FaZe had to do this, but he also understands that they had to do this, and he's excited to see what they do in the future, and he might just be partaking a little bit more than he has over the past half decade.
But again, at the same time, I see exactly what they're doing. I understand what they're doing, and I'm just super mixed on this whole thing. I was even contemplating just like completely ignoring this whole thing like I do with virtually everything else, and I just continue to do my own thing without making, too many comments on this thing. But since the roster has been cut down so much, and now my name, I guess, stands out more, I gotta at least, put how I feel out there. I feel sad for every single person that got kicked, but I'm also excited for what FaZe is planning. Even if that means that I'm not even going to physically even get involved with it. Barely collab. I don't do photo shoots. I don't do shit. And for whatever reason, people really respect that. So thanks, I guess. But I want to say to everybody,
he's just never been fake. He's just never been fake, which is half of this list. Adapt is one of the fake people because he had beef with Rain.
That got kicked. You're all incredibly talented people. I don't really agree with, everybody getting kicked like the way that it has gone, at least. But again, I do see what FaZe is doing. But
all this video is not to rile up anybody.
There's going to be an announcement coming out at like 3 my time because they're announcing another person. Now, I went on Twitter and they're picking up someone from Kick again. Rumor. FaZe Mates has a close tie with Aiden, and Aiden is Kick Manager. What's going on? I'm gonna play some Blackops 2. Come on. I don't know. I think it's just weird, crazy, dumb. I think it is. And kicking people that were part of this game. This is no. What is this? Why did they go back? Let's see. Is it full screen? Yes. Okay. I'm a level 10. I'm not playing any of this. Just give me a setup box. Regular, I don't care. Set B. Red class. I have these classes. Yeah, okay. Sure. This is where I just talk freely. I just went over the whole history about this. I don't know. I mean, it's so weird. It's so weird that half these members were kicked because either they don't pull the numbers and FaZe Base doesn't want to say that, which, you know, is speaking volumes for saying that. Oh my god, I haven't played this in a while. Look at that. Where did my aim go? This is too high. Alright, hold on. This whole game was set. Hands, drop frames, sound, no graphics, no low, no controls. Mounts 250. Okay, this. I have to get used to this. Roll tides. This is terrible. I don't know why that keep happening. I'm horrible. Thank you. Thank you, shoot. His knife. I don't know. I think it's just ridiculous that they kicked him like that. Even though it's all love, as they say. It doesn't feel like love. For those members who've been there for 10 years, there was a call and not even half a call would happen. It was, again, FaZe Banks always wants to reiterate how they're extremely screwed over. Like, we get it. It's a company. A company gets screwed over. You not know how many other companies, not even gaming companies, all companies get screwed over. You just don't have to, like, explain that. Hey, you get the corporation to have the decisions you did not like. Half of the corporation did half of that stuff, like sign some people, which were under King, and then other people, which is extremely okay. I get it. You didn't want them in there. I don't think they were gonna sign half the people that joined and then got kicked out. But if that's the same, why did Ron stay? Ron was in the time where it was downfall. And we have Kason. Kason joined when it was the downfall of Dark Days case is that they're not promoting Faze Clan. I haven't seen Case do anything. I'm sorry to say that. All he did was make a music video with some rapper 2 years ago. That's it. There's nothing on Case unless he works behind the scenes, which is, again, stupid. Really stupid. Shouldn't even be a thing then, because if you do behind the scenes, then whatever.
Take it to him.
And also, it's not the founding fathers anymore. It's not the founding fathers of Faze Clan anymore because Wayne left. But he left probably because he was done with the company. He left, I think, a year ago. Timeline. But he left because of the timeline. Ooh, collect, triple, quadbead. Ooh, hit marker. Hands. I don't know. I think I need a better answer for Faze Banks why they got hit individually. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but he needs to answer every person who got fired. Like, it's a long and tedious thing to do. I know on his end, but it's a right thing because he hasn't spoken on Dirty, he hasn't spoken on Kitty, he hasn't said anything. Half of these people have not got an answer why they got hit. They're not gonna ask for an answer. They won't, because again, they just don't care. It's weird. And if I was in their position, I would not care either, because if you got hit like that, I would not want to be there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's not this one. Blackops 2, I feel like it's a this feels way so slow. I'm gonna remove that. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think Faze just, I think Banks need to, any of the family members need to give good explanations. I know it's so long and tedious to do, and it's stupid, but I think it would be the best bet for them to succeed and make it out, because if they don't say any good reason, which technically they are not saying any good reason,
Destroyed your UAV.
and they're not. They're really not. No one is saying a good answer. Banks is saying like loopholes or loopholes. They're not doing anything.
Strike awaiting coordinates.
Temper hasn't said anything that I know already. Just Banks that's only one saying this. So I don't know what they're really planning. I want to wait and see who's today. So you better be logical. That's all I gotta say. I haven't been following Faze as much because, it is the dark time. This will make me just cut ties screen chat messages show up. I need to change this a little bit. Previous weapon with 1 AS. Please toggle AS. Shit. Sprint. Why is this tab? Go primary, G, remember button. Go secondary. That. Mouse free. That's Alpine. Tab have a mouse 5. Shift to sprint, auto to reload. Interact F. E. E is always E. Screenshot 10. Choose class. Okay. Team chat, chat, Y, alt to pad, gamepad, tablet, and controller. SD, change stance, yes, look, blah blah blah, left, right, Z, and X. So weird. Let's go. Mouse boost. 5 people. Multiplayer. I think they just really need to get a good experience. This Faze Banks there's a lot of loopholes. A lot. Oh, it's
Team
because
deathmatch.
they're not in this team.
And remember,
Because
no
he's not in
prisoners.
that. Because he doesn't talk to me. Oh, because we're going into real life streams. Doesn't make any sense. Really doesn't. To me, no. It's crazy. I miss this map. Back in the Blackops 2 days. First thing to get diamond. First thing to get the prestige. Master. Oh my god, what is this?
On the move.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Maybe 3? 3, I guess? Maybe this gun is not as good as I thought. God. Oh my god. I miss this game, but also I hate this game. Is it G? Frag out! And yeah, this is my old settings. Swap. It's not as good as style. You suck. I guess the PDW is still the same, but honestly, I don't care. Is there no... I can't dolphin... I can't dolphin dive. What is this? Everyone bought their DLC. We got... Is the MTAR still good?
Fire out!
One. Yeah, MTAR's still good. I'm gonna try to
Be
do this one.
advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Whoa, what is that?
Out! Gun
Still
down!
weak.
Cover!
I'm so glad that I'm streaming. This is gonna go under as Faze complication. Team higher. I've been shot from both sides. Screw you, Call of Duty. I haven't played Blackops 2 with field of view, I guess. see. Ooh, he snagged him right out his ears. So clean. This thing is pretty good for all. Rose is.
Be advised, hostile escort drone inbound.
Why is this giving me PTSD? It really is. Really is. Oh my god. So, I really have nothing else to say about this.
Be advised, hostile UAV
Phase clan
incoming.
thing anymore, honestly. I really don't. It is what it is. As Faze Man said, you die with Faze clan in his hands.
Hostile hunter killer drone inbound.
You die with Faze clan in his hands, no matter what. It's just as long as he does it, he will do it to himself. But no one wants that. Really, no one wants that. Ow. No one wants Faze clan to die like that. Corporation will not. Faze clan should not die at all because it was.
Be advised,
Wait.
hostile hunter killer drone inbound.
These prices seem normal. I
That
just
one hurt our reputation.
want them to succeed. Can't believe no one did that. That's all I want at the end of this day. I got more kills than half these people. And I joined the latest. Get out of here. Get out of here. Turbine random. PDW. It's too long. Take that out. Fast man. I just wish that he gives answers to everyone because just recruiting people without an answer, it almost sounds stupid. But does he have a phone tag? Nope, probably not. Did they take out emails? My email's not working for me. Let me see recents. Can you find recents? Friends list. Recents. 308 days. I guess the bones are just not showing up, I guess. Oh, there they are. What's the code? I don't know what that is. That was lazy. I don't know. Also, click there. The thing said that he's trying to do what AMP did, and also what Simon does because also ends, but Simon, the Simon group, they don't game. They didn't get famous off of gaming. They got famous off of being friends and doing stupid stuff, which Faze Clan has been a little bit, but we have to see what they do exactly because I don't know exactly what they're trying to do because clearly I'm not listening to what he's saying because it makes no sense. Half the stuff he said doesn't make any sense. He wants the old days and he wants to get his old team back, but the old team won't come back. Also, we lost Tico. Tico is also another founding OG member of society. Makes no sense. Tico also left. This is why I didn't mention Tico. He left because he left because of the corporation too, just like Faze ran. So that's why I didn't talk about him as much because Tico left because this was prior before the kicking out of everyone.
Team deathmatch. Time to earn your
So
worth.
really, I don't know. I don't know what's really going on. Faze Man says no good. It's grenade. I cannot believe the EMP. What is this? 2025? Oh wait, it is. It's almost 2025. I'm playing this on January 1st, 2025. Not gonna lie. What the piss are you doing? We're losing. I've been losing every charge. Alright, I think I should try a little bit. I'm not trying in this game, not gonna lie, because I'm not there. This game is dead. It's just like a little bit of Faze. Faze. I don't think you can go that far. This gun can't go that far. Okay, why? Oh, that's. This was the first gun that I got over in this game. I'll never forget that. Never. Never. One of the guns. I'll never forget. I'll never forget that.
Kill confirmed.
See, a little better right now, huh? I hope my shooter didn't reset because I'll be pissed. Because I don't have
We're winning this fight.
On your feet. Got a kill.
We're losing
Doo-doo
this fight.
head. It's the same guy that I
Hunter-killer
twitched with.
drone deployed.
It has a bit of recoil. I missed that. Not gonna lie.
Got it clear.
Recoil and all that. Can we make it back? I don't know why the ADS turn is horrible than the ADS.
Concussion out. Explosive out. Grenades hot.
Missed so hard. Is the MSC still is
Be
good?
advised, hostile
Does he have
UAV
the ghost
incoming.
tag? Oh god, I missed that. Missed this ADS. Anyone in there?
Reloading.
Oh, yes, fast meds.
Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down.
Reloading. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, bro. You have flinch on? I know there's non-flinch on here because okay, hold on. I want to see his hat.
Shot out.
Nah, I don't know. Again, he has the ballista. I don't have the ballista. I'm staying at level 55
Concussion out.
if I ever get to level 55 because I'm not prestige. This game is dead. Game is dead.
That one hurt our reputation. Hi guys, Faze up.
Let's go. Let's go.
So funny. I've been streaming for an hour, 14 minutes. I don't want to take too much time because I got nothing left to say about it, so. Nothing else savage.
Patrick,
I don't know what language he just said. He said something. I really don't know what else to say because there's really nothing else left to say. My end take is explain why you kicked those people. I know it's wrong. I know it's stupid, but it will make people a little better, a little at ease than just saying you're out, you're out, you're out, you're out, you're out. Loophole, 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 loophole. And that's kind of dumb. You know, the people that have been in here for 10 years don't get an explanation. They kind of need an explanation. It's just like a job. Like, you go to a job, and the job just, you've been there for 10 years, and you get an explanation? What? I know that does happen. I know that does happen no matter what, because that just happens. chose random, not meltdown. I'm not having a meltdown. I think they just need to make a better explanation than this stupid. You're Kit because I didn't talk to you. You're Kit because I like IRL streaming, but half the team now is not even at IRL. Like, come on. Half the team is not IRL. Kason, maybe a little bit. Some of these people, half of them that I know. Ron doesn't stream IRL. He does not stream IRL. I'll tell you that. Half of the people that are on that list. What in the drop shot in 2012 are you doing? Drop shotting is now the new thing. I'm gonna cry now. You're not killing me with attack 45. Young Jimbo, I'm gonna shoot you. Him in Santa Lake. How is he never same Call of Duty? I'm gonna say 2 people shot me. Thank you. It's just like years before. Same excuse, same stupidness. This Call of Duty hasn't changed, and I'll never forget it. This Call of Duty will never change, ever. I hope I did get hacked. I hope someone hacks my account. I could just be Prestige Master.
Friendly counter UAV inbound.
I can't trust anyone. I got him.
Attack reload!
Oh my god. Who did that? I wonder half of these people are on camera right now, so I can't tell. That's not something that's the least. But I'm gonna miss Faze because I think this is a new era. A new era. Definitely changed. They're changing what they're doing. Better for worse. And what do we do? God,
Hostile
never
UAV
videos.
incoming.
It's actually stupid that Call of Duty is now being phased out. Because that's essentially what Faze came, as Ricky Banks says. Oh, we're going back to the roots. He said in one of the explanations. There was 2 there, 1 there, so I didn't know who to attack. But I don't know what roots he's talking about. You have aim assist, I'm gonna shoot you. That doesn't look like aim assist, but still close. Maybe they're gonna add new Call of Duty players, but I don't see anything else. I don't see anything changing because they kept 2 to 3 Call of Duty players at minimum. There's 3. Scope, I think. Replays, a little bit. He's here and there. He's here and there, but not really. I don't know what he plays still. Fortnite or Call of Duty, but he's clearly one of the original Call of Duty players, but I don't think he plays that anymore. I haven't seen him play it yet. And no one else plays. I saw a tweet about Kason. Dude, if they recruit Queso said that if it fails, he will take responsibility unless the company doesn't. He says, as long as the company doesn't ruin it, then he ruins it.
Friendly EMP systems detonated.
He's okay with that. Is that for us? Hit him. But honestly, I don't want us to see it fail.
Eyes on enemy!
Look.
Grenade! Move! Transitioning!
But, fail or not, you're really gonna do that?
Poor execution out there. Mission profile failed.
Well, I think we have 2 hours before the new one.
ستكون على ما يرام.
We have 2 more hours before the new member gets. I won't stream it. I'll just see what it is. But gotta say, I don't know what I'll do. It's iffy with me, honestly. They kick people that I do and I love, and then they keep people, and then they kept people that I like and also don't like. It's 50-50. There's really no, like, I like it 100%, and then there's another side where I don't like it 100%. I'm like in the middle, actually, because I like half of the people that are on the list, and I don't like the half of the people. Well, actually, the people that I don't like, it's people that I don't know. Like, I don't know any of them. So, makes no fucking sense. Alright, this is gonna be posted by Wednesday. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll be back in 5 seconds, my time, but your time, maybe 5 minutes. So, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Phase up for now and see what we're gonna do from now.